Can you get rid of a sin by just replacing it by another sin? Let's explore this question. Good day, everyone. If you want to get rid of a sin, you need to understand that this is actually a game. A game between you, on the one hand, and the devil, on the other hand. The objective of the devil is to throw you in hell. He doesn't really care how you're going to go there. He just wants to fulfill his objective. So when he finds that you have all your will, all your energy, and all your power, and all your concentration behind getting rid of this one sticky sin, one of his very well-known tricks is that he will trick you into replacing it by yet another sin. The new sin can be a related sin. He would sell it to you like this. If you want to get rid of this one sin, why don't you fill its place by this other one? The other one will look maybe less harmful. But the reality is, you will just get out of the first one and be entrenched in the second one. So he has lost nothing. For example, you want to get out of smoking. He will offer you vaping. And guess what? Now you will go buy the new vaping device. Buy the new vaping nectar. Buy the new USB charger for the vapor, etc., etc., etc. Now, when you're done with vaping, when there is in the media that vaping has this one or that one drawback, he will sell you something else. He will tell you, for example, here's a new thing, it's called an e-cigarette. When you're done with that, here are nicotine pills. Here's this thing that you're gonna stick on your shoulder. It's gonna diffuse nicotine into your blood and you're not smoking anymore. I've personally seen many people go through this. From this one type of smoking to that one type of smoking. It's just a circle. Later on, they're back to smoking. But guess what? They have never been off smoking at any point of time. It's just a game and you're falling for it every other time. It's time to wake up to the game. Now, it's not only smoking is just an example. If you are, for example, enslaved into watching obscene imagery, he will tell you, okay, we're not doing it anymore. It makes you feel bad. How about, for example, watching obscene cartoons or reading obscene stories? He's selling you the fact that you're getting rid of the higher sin and you're going to the lower sin. But the reality is, you are still stuck in the same circle. And one day, this lesser sin is going to take you back to the same old sin. Because the whole methodology is wrong. So what do you need to do? What you actually need to do is this. When you want to get off a sin, get off the sin. Do not replace it by a similar sin of the same category. Do not replace it by a lesser sin. Do not replace it by any sin altogether. Just replace it either by a good deed or just by a permissible thing. If you are into gambling, maybe consider playing chess, for example, if you want to play. If you are into smoking, do not consume nicotine in just any other form. Just get off smoking. Use the steps that we have talked about. If you are enslaved into obscene imagery, get off obscene imagery. Think of what we said. Do it step by step. Think of doing it and resisting for one more time. Alienate yourself from the sinful environment and the friends who do it with you. reconstruct shame in yourself. Do not do it in public. Keep on doing these things until you're off the sin. If you fall in the same pitfall, just repent and ask God for strength, and He will give you the strength. I pray for everyone listening to this message that all of us understand the game and the trickery of sin, so we are able to truly get out of the circle and set ourselves free. Thank you for listening to this message. If you want to keep following our series, please make sure to click the notification button so you get the notification on your home screen. Please share this with those whom you love. See you again soon.